Hello all, and today I wanted to talk about why I'm skipping Tribbie. Now, do be warned, Pattern Recognition Man will be making an appearance. Pattern Recognition Man will be making an appearance in today's video, right? Pattern Recognition Man, he's popped up a few times at this point. However, he took a little bit of a break, but he's now back, right? So, what does Pattern Recognition Man have to say? What does the oh so omnipotent prophet have to help us out with today? I am not pulling tribs, and it's quite obvious why I'm not pulling tribs, at least according to Pattern Recognition Man, and that is Cyrene, right? So, Pattern Recognition Man has realize something. He's written down in his notes that Ruan Mei was in the last patch for version 1, and Ruan Mei was the highest value character in the entirety of version 1, right? Then we go into version 2. Sunday was on the last patch, and this was someone with pretty much just straight up the highest value in the entirety of version 2 once we went into version 3, right? And both of these supports were made with synergizing with the future characters that would come in the next version, right? For example, I think Sunday synergizes with everyone, right? Correct me if I'm wrong here. Even if he isn't best in slot, he's like a top 3 option for every single Amphorius DPS. We have Herda. If you're running Hypercarry Herda, he's the second best option over RMC, right? We have Aglaya. He is best in slot for Aglaya. We have My Day. He is best in slot for My Day. We have Cassie. He is the, I believe, second best in slot option if you don't have RMC. After this, we have Anoxa. He is best in slot for Anoxa. And then we have Hyacine. I mean, if you run Hyacine as a DPS, he actually is best in slot, right? And then in 3.4, he is best in slot for Phaedon. He is best in slot for Saber. And he's the second best option for Sparkle. So you can very clearly see a pattern here. Even if he isn't best in slot, the man's value is just unbelievable, right? It is disgusting just how valuable this character is. And this is exactly how Ruan Mei was when she released as well. She was best in slot for like damn near everyone in the game, and she was made, a few patches before we got the introduction of Super Break and the Break characters that she would synergize with. So I think Cyrene will likely be a similar situation here. Well, yes, she'll probably be best in slot for a lot of version 3 DPSs. She'll probably already have some decent synergy with other characters. However, I don't think her value will truly shine until we actually move on to 3.4, right? Or wait, what? Until we move on to version 4, right? And I don't think this is too surprising. Some of you might be saying like, oh, aren't we getting like a new path being a Lasian in version 4? And that is true. However, that does not mean that she cannot synergize with the future characters to come just because they're adding a new path, right? I mean, I think Sunday is quite an obvious case of this, where Sunday is a Harmony. He's not a Remembrance support, yet he is able to synergize with a lot of the Remembrance characters in the game, and obviously other characters from other paths as well. So I decided I'm going to skip Tribbie, not because I don't want her, because I do. That E1, I am the #1 sucker for really strong E1s, right? Especially on Harmonies. But I have decided Cyrene is only 3 patches away from 3.4. You really got to put that in perspective. That's like 4.5 months, right? So for gacha standards, that really isn't all that long. And I'd rather save up for Cyrene and go for a possible very good Eidolon that she might have, her light cone. And also, once again, a Ruan Mei, a Sunday situation will likely be best in slot and have very good synergy with the future characters to come in version 4 as well, making it a win-win situation and the best value possible I can get out of my account. For those wondering, Cyrene will be a team buffer. Hoyo has this pattern: you do hyper carry, you do team buffer, you do hyper carry, you do team buffer. They go back and forth for every single support release, right? So she will be a team buffer, I am pretty sure. So this means I could use her for my day as well, and I have a pretty, decent feeling that there's a good chance she'll be stronger than Tribbie, considering the leaks that are going around her right now. I don't want to spoil anyone. However, this is the most important character in the entirety of the Amphoria storyline. So I'm 100% confident that they will give her that meta treatment, no different to what they did for Sunday and Ruan Mei. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know, are you still pulling for Tribbie anyways? Completely understand, especially if you already own a Tribbie. I'd say going for the E1, I 100% get that. At the end of the day, even if Cyrene ends up being better value than Tribbie, you can use Tribbie on one team and Cyrene on another, right? But me personally, I got an E1 Robin, I got an E1 Sunday. I'm probably going to be running my Fei Xiao on one team. All I'm really missing is a team buffer for my day. And so if I'm going to invest in like a super general team buffer, I'd rather wait for Cyrene personally than dump it all on Tribbie and then probably regret not having saved it for Cyrene. So yeah, love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.